began discussing this morning, the Gemara in Chulin tells us, Haman min haTorah minayin. Where do we find Haman alluded to in the Torah? So the Gemara quotes the pasuk. After Adam had eaten of the Eitz Hadas, which was Tov v'Ra, he said, Hamin o eitz, did you eat from the tree? So the letters Hamin, Hey Mem Nun is Haman. What exactly is the Torah alluding to, telling us? The Gemara tells us in Shabbos that at the time of Kabbalah HaTorah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu had brought heaven to earth. We were exposed to such intensity of Hashem's presence that the evil that came about as a result of the Eitz Hadas, which was ingested, which became intermeshed and intermingled in all humanity, including Klal Yisrael, actually was vaporized. At the time, there were two things. There was the Ra, the evil of the fruit, and there was the Zuamo, there was the spiritual pollution which came upon us as a result of the Nochosh in the Gan Eden, which came upon Chava. It says, Notoba Zuamo. He put into a Zuamo this spiritual pollution. After the Chet Egel, we reverted back to the post-sin status. The evil was reactivated within us, but it was post-Gezu Mosan. But the Zuamo, the impurity that came upon us as a result of the snake, that was vaporized. That's the Umas Olam nation will have that Zuamo besides the Ra, the evil of the Eitz Hadas. We were only affected by the Ra of the Eitz Hadas. The Zuamo we no longer have. Because we were exposed to the Shechina, Pe'el Pe'el, Daberbo, like Moshe, we prophesied on that level. Hashem spoke openly to us in our physical state and our awake state. Amalek is the personification of that Ra. It's a representation of that Ra in its unadulterated form. Initially, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was together with Adam and Gan Eden. The moment he ate of that Eitz Hadas, the fruit, he departed from this existence. Adam, he could not have that special relationship with because he had a representation of that evil. They cannot coexist. Hashem will not be associated with. As the Gemara tells us in Chelek, in Sanhedrin, based on Pasuk Gurcha Ra, that within Hashem's proximity there's no Ra. And that's the reason why Hashem is not associated with certain types of groups. Kat Shakronim, person's a liar, because the signet of God is truth. So anything which is Shakronim can't be associated with. Ra, it's something, Lo Yigurcha, within Hashem's proximity, there's no Ra. He will not be associated. So therefore, Adam, ingesting, allowing that evil, unadulterated evil to enter into existence, Hashem separated himself. He ascended from this existence. Amalek is a manifestation of that Ra. Hashem says, Ki al Kesko, as long as Amalek exists, my presence, my glory, my throne is not complete. Malchut Timcha Zechar Amalek, he has to be obliterated. When will that obliteration come about? At the end of time. Reishis Goyim Amalek Achrisa Adi Oved, because Amalek is the first of the nations that attacked us after Kriyas Yamsuf. They're the ones, they have no place in the future. They will be totally vaporized. There will not be a trace of their existence. And that's the reason why Shaul, when he went to battle with Amalek, and he did not kill Agag, who was the king of Amalek, he failed. He had the ability to reestablish the throne of Hashem to be in a permanent state. And if he would have done that, the world would have reached a level of perfection. The Ra, there would have been no longer a representation of Ra. And because of what he did, there was a Haman. And therefore, as a result of this, we find that Mordechai and Esther, who were descendants of Shaul, that was a correction of his failing. Although they were still Amalek, but Haman, who wanted to obliterate, to remove every vestige, any trace of a Jew from this existence, he was destroyed. Through Mordechai and Esther, who were descendants. That was a tikkun, but factually, the Ra is still here. Amalek is still here. Amalek exists. And therefore, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Mocho Timcha Zecher Amalek, his glory can only be restored only once that Ra is removed, as initially, if Adam would have eaten of the Eitz Hadas, that will be restored at the end of time when Amalek will be destroyed.